Shabbat Shalom, this week's Torah portion, begins with Moses gathering the whole community, Vayak'heil, to reiterate that Shabbat is a day of complete rest, holy to God. Then we get the instructions on how to create the Mishkan that we've been building all these weeks. It's amazing that wandering in the desert, that we learned the details of how to encounter God in our homes. For in these descriptions of the Mishkan, we have allusions to how we should celebrate Shabbat. Our Shabbat table becomes symbolic representation of the Mishkan, of the altar of the sanctuary itself. We light Shabbat candles, symbolic of the sacred lamps or the menorah. We say Kiddush over the wine, symbolic of the sanctification of the meal taken from the sacrifices. We have 2 challahs, symbolic of the special bread of the temple. We sprinkle salt on the challah before we eat it, symbolic of the destruction of the temple. The cutting of the challah with the knife is symbolic of our sacrificing the animals brought to the altar, and we wash our hands, symbolic of the priests using of the laver. Our parsha begins, and Moses assembled the entire community. Closer reading in the Midrash says that Moses directed them to gather Vayak'heil, to make assemblies on every Shabbat. That is, to assemble, to gather, to unite in true oneness every Shabbat, to observe and celebrate and gather together. 3,000 years later, how do we do Shabbat? What positive act do we take to make Shabbat? So we gather, we assemble, we gather together in community. Shabbat doesn't just happen actively or otherwise. It happens for us only at a level of each individual person. Each person refraining from his or her ordinary occupations and activities, setting aside time to make Shabbat. It is not truly Shabbat until each one of those Jews, each one of those people, frees up the time to join together. Vayak'heil. By gathering in harmony with other Jews, we learn, we pray, we eat, we talk, we live stream together. By keeping Shabbat holy, we are inspired by its unity and its community. For Shabbat is the unity that permeates through each one of us and allows us to be in harmony with each other. Vayak'heil, let us gather for Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.